Well, good morning on a Friday morning. So, how's your week been? I'm coming to you this morning from a hotel room, getting ready to catch a flight home this afternoon. In the day of COVID and pandemics, there's a lot less flights that have been running, and it has really become disruptive because normally I would have flew home last night, but there wasn't a flight available to get me back to Charlotte last night. So, hey, we had to stay over an extra day, and we'll get on the plane here shortly. But I just completed two more SWAT meetings this week with various clients, which we've done a lot of these over the past few months. It's something we do with all of our clients each and every year is do a SWAT meeting looking at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats, and we also add in the fears. But we keep seeing this number one concern with everybody, not only in our client base, but across America. As I travel around, what do I see? Help wanted signs everywhere. There's everybody is competing for the available workforce. And so often we're just throwing our hands up out there and we're saying, there's nobody wants a job. We're looking at the difficulties of building up our crews in today's world and turning them into the rock stars that we need to really take our companies to where we envision them going. Well, see, this is the thing about it is in America, over the history of America, there's all the time been various roadblocks that have been thrown up for success. If you look back just a simple year ago, we were facing a pandemic and we were facing businesses that at this time of the year were actually shut down and not even operating. But you know something? We survived that. And now many people look back at 2020 and it was a very good financial year for them. Their numbers turned out very strong and they're actually in a better financial position than they were post pandemic. The demand for their services as an all-time high. So what you've got to do is understand this is a state of war in some situations. You may look at it. And what you've got to do is develop your strategy on how you're going to power through this challenge. And what that means is you've got to develop your strategy for recruitment, for hiring, for onboarding, for training, all those type of things. And what you've got to do is research a lot of new options. You got to be able to cast your bait to where the fish lie, because I often use an analogy of fishing. What's the bait that's going to catch them? As I look at this, I have looked at a lot of leaders in recruitment around the country, companies that have come up with ways to market their companies to new hires. And this is what you've got to do. You've got to develop a well-rounded strategy of how you're going to get these people to add to your team. Because I honestly believe there are people out there. What are you looking for? You're looking for people that are looking for a career change. You're looking for people with the basic skills they need, the mechanical skills, the communication skills. But you've got to realize this, you're going to be doing training and you've got to train them in the skills they're going to need to operate successfully in your business and become this rock star. That means they're going to have to move to a higher level. And what this means is you got to find those right team members that are going to do this with you, people with the right culture. But you got to take a look inside yourself. You got to look at what you have. What do you have to offer? Are you having the right bait? Are you able to toss this bait to where these potential applicants dwell at? Where are they at? Because that's what you got to do. You got to get your message out there to them. It's going to take a whole lot more than just running an ad on Indeed, okay? Because there's multitudes of ads on Indeed, on Glassdoors. So you got to put together a system to do this. And putting together this system is going to require some work, some thought processes, and it's likely going to involve some change in the way you approach this. Now, here's what we're going to do. Our podcast that will be broadcast live over the next few days, we'll probably be doing it on Monday afternoon or evening of next week when we can fit it in. This is what we're going to be talking about, the recruitment challenge. And what we're going to do is we're going to mind map and we're going to show you the various ways that you've got to move in today's world if you're going to get on top and win in this challenging endeavor of hiring the right people. Because what's happening many times, we're hiring people when we can find them, and they're disappointing us. They're not moving to the level. We've got to invest into them. Investing and building a new rock star, it's not going to be inexpensive. You've got to train them. You've got to invest into them. And it can be quite a monumental expense. But you want to make sure you got the right applicants, and you have the program and the strategies ready to move them through the process. So look for our podcasts. We'll be broadcasting it in the next few days. We'll be broadcast live on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. And we're planning on sharing with you the methods that you can put to work for you to make hiring, recruitment, something that you can say, hey, we have met this challenge and we got a strategy that works. It took some work to put it together. It's not going to be easy. You're in a state of war. Remember that. The state of war, and what it is and what's the goal is for your company to win and come out on the top on the other side. So appreciate you taking a few minutes with me here on a Friday morning. I hope this week has been great for you. Warmer spring weather is coming in. I'm up in the northeastern United States, getting up close to 90 degrees. Pretty unreal. But spring appears to be here now. And let's move forward and make 2021 a year that we can say we have conquered the recruitment issue and we're on top of our ball game. Okay? Appreciate you joining me. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. As always, thank you for your time this morning.